Okay, so here we are at the airport. It's October 10th, 2008, and it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And those three shots we were just looking at was the Hercules airplane brought up here by the U.S. Air Force. First thing we did before we got to go up into the Hercules airplane was do some training talks. My friend Candace, shown here in front of the Hercules, and myself, shown in front of the Hercules, were one of the first two to board the airplane and get in its huge cargo space. And what I'd been doing this for was for C.A.S.A.R.A, Civil Air Search and Rescue. It's part of a group that I volunteer for, and we get to go up in various airplanes and scout about. Dumbfounded when I got in, totally dumbfounded. I'm like, holy cow, this is huge. It's like standing inside of a warehouse, and yet they're giving us canvas seats to sit on. Couldn't believe it. But anyways, after we got all settled in, they showed us the gear, where we were going to sit, what we were going to do. You know, started taking a few candid shots of some of my friends. That guy's name's Eli, by the way. And I was one of the first ones to stand in the cockpit down at the other end so I could get a view of what the pilots actually got to see. Because what our job is actually to sit in the control seats, which Eli's got the headset on right now, and look out the window, which is basically from top to bottom. You know, that's the bright spot on the screen that you see. And look out the window, and you're basically hovering right above this window, and then direct the plane left, right, up, down, if you need to see a spot in the ground that needs to be, brought up. And what you're doing is you are experiencing a G-force beyond control. So what do? I have something to eat. My friend looks at me, Candace, and she says, yeah, I'm going to give that a try too, because they've been warning us, don't have anything to eat on the plane or before you go on the plane, because you're going to be riding the worst roller coaster ride that you've ever been on. But you know me, I'm a daredevil, so I did. Back there was some views of what we were looking at on the Delta. It's obviously late fall. And so here we are, sitting in the cockpit, or not in the cockpit, sitting in the observation seat and looking out the window and ordering this plane to do left and right, and, banks to find certain objects and, practice our search and rescue skills. And just a second, that's me in the thing there. I'm going to pose for you. Hey, how's it going? And then my friend's coming up on the seat. It's pretty cool. She's like, hey, take a picture of me, Mikey. So I did, and let me think. We did some banks and some rolling again. And guess what? I did not throw up. As a matter of fact, out of the 19 people that showed for this little training, here's me sitting at the back, only one unfortunate person did throw up. And there she is with the barf bag right there. She's smiling about it because, nobody made fun of her or anything. And at the end, they opened up the big cargo bays at the back, and we got to see how that worked. It's a pretty huge operation. I mean, really, the pictures don't do it justice. So, got back to the airport, and we all filed out the back of the airplane. And let me see, that's pretty much it. We said goodbye to the Hercules flight, and that was, typical search and rescue training day for Mikey and Inuvik. And coming up next is a group shot of everybody who was on the plane. And they also had all the cargo and supplies for a long, long trip to a Klavik. And